Video 2 of the day. We are rocking and rolling today. By the time I get to beer number 4, you'll definitely notice a difference in my cadence, if you will. That last beer was not spectacular. So now we're going to go get a different one. This is also, as I mentioned, I got the Sam Adams variety pack. So there's a variety of selections here. Now this is the Samuel Adams Alpine Lager. Now Alpine Valley was an outdoor concert venue in which, unfortunately, after a concert at Alpine Valley in 1990, the great guitar player, sorry, words are hard sometimes, the great guitar legend, Stevie Ray Vaughan, was killed in a helicopter crash. I don't know if most of you probably knew that, but that is a little bit of sad music history. But this is Alpine Lager, which is, it says, I'm going to try to look at the camera and read it. Hazy and golden, this unfiltered lager is a breath of fresh air. The crisp maltiness and lively citrus notes transport you to brisk sunny days out in the mountains. So this sounds like it should be a decent one and hopefully better than the last one. But we're going to pop it open here. I rinsed off still got the Bears glass. I cleaned it off, because you don't want to taste of the beer that was terrible into this beer, because this beer may end up tasting terrible because of the mixture that you could get into with the other beer. So always rinse your glass between reviews if you are reviewing a beer. Now let's see what this says. Another lighter, medium to light color. Now, I believe these are all of the lager style, so they will all have a fairly low ABV. So most of these could be considered session beers. Now, the only session I'm going to do with that last one is dumping them down the sink, but, to each their own. This one is coming in at 5.5% ABV. So this one, to me, is just right on the border of being a session beer. I mean, it is right there. Any higher, even 5.8%, would go over the fence of being a session beer. It would not be considered a session beer. But let's get a taste of this one. Now this one does have a lot more pleasant aroma than the first review of the day. Definitely already an upgrade. Okay, this is definitely a far superior beer to that Golden Goat that I hope I probably have spoiled the review for you, but watch it anyway, because it's funny for me to talk about how terrible that beer is. Now, well, this beer isn't too. It is a milder beer. There's not gonna be, the flavor isn't gonna like slap you in the face or anything like that, but it does have a pleasant flavor, and it is a very, like it said, it makes you feel like springtime. It reminds you of the spring, which is coming up very soon. So if you can get a 6-pack of these, I would actually recommend it. It's a lager is going to be mild. But it should also have flavor. And this one does the trick. This is just a nice, easy drinker. It really is just right on a warm spring day when you don't want to like get too bloated with drinking a stout or a heavy beer like that. This one gets the recommendation from Gross 83. I recommend this one for a warm weather beer. Probably not great for the winter or fall, but for a warm weather beer, spring or summer, this one is good. And this is Gross 83 signing off from Beer Review number 2. St. Patrick's Day is here.